All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Razor from RazorTube coming at you with some more Rust Console Edition content today. Before we get into today's topic, let's talk about you hitting that sub button and that like button and the notification bell for the most up-to-date and recent Rust Console Edition news. So today's topic, let's turn this off. All right. So today's topic, you guessed it by the title, it's about Power Surge, Power Play, and the new servers update that has come out for the Rust Console Edition. And that's for the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, Xbox One X, and all the OG consoles out there. So anyways, what just came out recently today on February 23rd is the Power Surge update, which brings electricity into the Rust Console Edition and changes it forever. This is a huge milestone for Double 11 as developers for the Rust Console Edition on the Xbox and PlayStation, so kudos to them for pulling this one off. And what else are we going to talk about? Power Plant, the monument that's right outside the window here, if you could tell. It's a brand new monument. It's got a lot of good loot in it, and it is going to be out with electricity, which is pretty legit. It was taken out before because it couldn't run with the game because the game wasn't optimized enough. But it's in, so check that out. And another thing I want to talk about, which is a big deal, is Builder's Paradise. On March 2nd, we're going to see it come out as a new event server for the Rust Console Edition main branch. So instead of having target practice servers, they're going to switch it over to Builder's Paradise. I don't know what that cycle is going to be, but on March 2nd, that's when the change is going to happen. So bye-bye to target practice, and we're going to see Builder's Paradise come in. Now, the devblog 14 just came out yesterday, so we're going to talk about that and go over some of the things that came out with Power Surge. So let's get into it. If my voice goes in and out, that's your problem. Actually, it's mine because I'm sick. Anyways, all right, let's scroll up here. All right, so Pedro Silva, the community manager for the Rust Console Edition, wrote devblog 14 Power Surge. He says, welcome to the devblog. Power Surge is one short day away, but it actually has been released. It's out now. And they want you to take full advantage of all the content that's come out. Electricity brings a vast number of new opportunities to the game, and it's important to know the basics of how all the electrical components work in order to explore the system to its fullest. So what that means is basically they have a lot of electric components in here that you're going to have to learn how to use unless you've been on the public testing branch using it already for the last 3 months. It says in this first section of the devblog, they'll deconstruct the electric system and go through the different component types so you can have a general idea on how to use them and what parameters need to be considered when you expand your base design. So what that means is we're going to look at implementing electricity into your base designs from now on for each wipe. So pretty cool. Anywhere from trap bases to turret configuration to door configurations to automatic doors. The sky's the limit with this. It's kind of like having coding put in that you can do with all the electrical components inside the game. Anyways, by the end of it, you should be recognized as a master electrician in the island of Rust Console Edition, but you will need to explore your creativity and base designs in order to take full advantage. All right, so they talk about the bread and butter of the electricity system here, and they've added new electrical components to your base that you'll need to craft a very important item called the wire tool in order to connect them with. Anyways, this tool will allow you to connect the different electric items together. Once you have the tool, you'll be able to use it for as long as you like, unless somebody raids you and takes it. So, yeah. It's important to keep in mind that the longer you run the wire, the more energy is going to be required to power up the item on the other end. Try to be as efficient as possible with your connections and power sources so you don't end up spending more energy than you need. There are 3 different types of power sources. The most common one is being solar energy. In game, you'll be able to acquire solar panels from random loot drops or the outpost by having the blueprint to to craft them. Once you have some, simply add them on top of your base and make sure they are covered. They're not covered by any shadows. From there, yeah, no, cover them with shadows. That way I can raid you. Anyways, let me take a drink of water. Here we go. Once you have blah, 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 from there, they will supply energy directly to your other electrical components or batteries. Solar energy will not work during the night. So in order to keep your base powered, you got to find other ways to do it. That's what they're trying to say. The second power source is the wind turbine. The higher it goes, the more power you get, but it also makes you noticeable on the map. So you're going to be definitely putting up a billboard like, hey, I have power over here. So that blueprint for the wind turbine is hard to get and is more expensive to unlock than most of the other electrical components when you're playing the game. On top of that, having them high up on your base is going to make it easier for players to target them and destroy them before a raid. So make sure you have backup generators or backup batteries. That's the best way to do it. So you don't lose full power around the base. Now keep in mind, generators fuel consumption is really high, so that low grade is going to burn really quick if they decide to take out your turbines and you have no other sources of power. So, one last important thing to consider about the power sources is that the more electrical components you have in your base, the more energy you'll need to run them. So once again, make sure to create a sustainable plan before you run out of energy. Different components, I've talked about this before. It's about the turret, and basically you could switch out the turret weapons now. When you put a turret down, it actually requires you to put a weapon in. Now, if you got crappy Tommies around the base or, pythons, stuff like that are about to break, you could put them inside those turrets, and they don't take any durability damage. On top of that, you can actually put all the attachments that go on those weapons and then put it into a turret. So if you got a custom SMG and you put a boost on it to speed up its rate of fire, it actually do that in the turret once you put the attachments on and then put the gun in. So pretty cool. Anyways, let's talk about some more stuff. First, it's important to make sure that you have enough energy throughout the day, even if there's no wind or solar energy available for you to gather. Our suggestion is to get the previously mentioned rechargeable batteries. So there's 3 sizes, small, medium, and large, which are you can find around the map, or you can learn them on the tech tree. So keep that in mind. And then we talked about the turrets already, and then we have power plant. With power surge, we'll also have the addition of a new monument. The power plant is perfect to tackle as soon as you reach mid-game. You will need at least a hazmat suit and a gun, as some of the areas in the monument are full of radiation that can kill you in not in just minutes and seconds. So it's also a very popular location, so expect to see other players roaming around when you visit the monument. If you want to take full advantage of the power plant run, it's recommended that you take a green card with you, as this is needed to complete this main puzzle and monument. This is a little bit about the event servers I already talked about. Thursday, March 2nd, they'll switch up the target practice servers for the Builder's Paradise event servers. So, again, I don't know what that, schedule is going to be like, but it'll be cool to have on the main branch. It says, since base building has a whole new layer with the introduction of electricity, you'll be able to play in these servers in order to practice for your monthly or weekly wipes. Next month, we will dive deeper on the next content update and share some more information on what's to come. We hope you all enjoy the Power Surge update, and we can't wait to see all the trap bases players will create with this new content update. So, Power Surge is out now. You can check it out. The wipe just happened not too long ago. So, the good thing is we got electricity. We're going to get Builder's Paradise on March 2nd, and you have Power Plant to roam on now. So, more good loot. New servers are probably coming soon. The one thing that is concerning that I haven't heard about yet is the community/custom servers. We would like to know where those are at, and we would like a Hazy skin, right? Because everybody's dying to have them. But anyways, without further ado, I'm going to leave you there. That is the devblog update for Power Surge, Power Plant, and the new servers update. So this is going to be great. I think it's going to be a good wipe. I will see you guys on stream, and I'll talk to you later. Can I do it? Bye.